Hi dear souls, and welcome to a new pick a card reading. This is Celeste, and this reading will be about your spiritual development, what direction to take in your spiritual development. If you are new to pick a card readings, then I am going to explain how this works. This is a general reading with a personal touch because you get to choose between these 6 piles. Please do not choose now because we will do this together in the section Choose Your Pile. Because this is a general reading, you will need to pick and choose what information resonates with you. Never forget that you have free will and that you take the decisions for your life and no one else. The message, the actual message that you will receive will arrive from yourself, will arise from within as a collaboration between what I transmit, what you understand, and the message will arise and will be received from your guides and your soul and your spirit. After you choose your pile, you will find timestamps in the description box so you can jump straight to your reading. The structure of the reading is as follows. We have the main tarot card, which will answer the question, what direction to take in your spiritual development right now. Then we have 2 more oracle cards for additional aspects. Then we have other questions. The first one is your first step. Then the second one is what you need and what is important on your way towards this destination, what you will obtain by following this path, and the last message for you. In order to choose each pile, I'm going to use these oracle cards instead of real crystals, and I'm going to pull 1 card for each pile. So for pile 1, this crystal. For pile 2, this one. For pile 3, this one. For pile 4, we will have this one. For pile 5, this one, and this one for pile 6. And now let's see each card. For pile 1, we will have Kianit. For pile 2, we have Diamond. For pile 3, we have Clear Quartz. For pile 4, Apache Tears. For pile 5, Ijirin. I'm not sure how this is pronounced. And for the last pile 6, Pink Sapphire. In order to choose your pile, take a few breaths, come back to yourself, and feel which one of these are calling to you. Which one of these is most attractive to you? If you do not feel called to any of them, then you may not have a message in this reading for this moment. If you feel called to one, but you find that it's not in alignment with you, then you can choose another pile. If you cannot find a pile that is in alignment with you or speaks to you, then again you may not have a message in this reading for this moment. Right now I'm going to repeat the cards to you so you can take a look again and choose. So for pile 1 we have Kyanite. For pile 2 we have Diamond. For pile 3 we have Clear Quartz. For pile 4 we have Apache Tears. For pile 5 we have Aegirine. And for pile 6, Pink Sapphire. Hi dear one and welcome. If you chose pile 1 and the Kyanite, then this is your reading. As I connected with your pile, what I saw was an old cart. The kind of cart that is pulled by horses. It was empty and it had a driver who was driving this cart on an empty dirt road. I am having trouble swallowing right now because there are so many emotions here that are not processed. And the most active one is sadness. There is a lot of sadness here. Let's continue with the vision. So this cart was peacefully going on this road when suddenly the wheels start making this strange noise and they start to break. And then the whole thing just falls apart. Piece by piece, the horses disappear, the driver disappears, and this broken cart just remains there in the middle of the road. There is a lot of charge here, emotional charge. Emotional charge of discontent, disappointment, sadness, followed by acceptance, but it is a difficult acceptance. I feel it forced, like you are forcing yourself to swallow something you do not want, to accept something that is harmful to you, to really force yourself to get these feelings down inside of you. You're trying to heal, but at the same time, there is this force, trying to heal by force or trying to mend things. But that cart remains there in the road, continuing to degrade itself piece by piece, and it feels like you cannot do anything about it. And you cannot mend it, and this is why there is so much difficulty to accept. I see some of you feeling blame, victimizing yourself because something happened and you couldn't fix or you couldn't do anything about it. Some of you are trying to accept something that is unacceptable for you, and you think you actually need to integrate that or do something against yourself. Now the kyanite is a really good crystal to mend a broken heart or broken relationships or help with unveiling the truth behind the relationship issue or a troublesome situation. So you might want to consider working with the key on it. Let's see the main direction for you in your spiritual development. And we have the Five of Cups. I am broken and I'm feeling so much broken. But every piece of me is there in front of me and I see them now. I see myself in these broken pieces. And I feel like watching, observing more instead of mending, instead of healing. Because I need to know more about myself. I need to understand who I am, and these broken pieces help me and help me see myself in a new way. Maybe I do not need to mend or fix. Maybe I just need to reconfigure who I am. I am not sure that I want to go back to the person I was before this. I am not sure that I love or like that person. So there is this part of me that mourns what happened, the situation that brought me here. But there is the other part of me which feels that this is an opportunity to reconfigure my life, to build new bridges, to find myself again in new situations, to attract other type of people towards me, to do something else, to be someone else. There is a great opportunity here to break away from the old me and to integrate new fragments of self. To heal, but not to heal as to be what I was before, but to heal in order to be someone new. So the direction suggested for you is integration and healing, but through a process of self-observation and understanding of the difficult times in your life, of those times in which you felt helpless, sad, without control, hurt, and betrayed. You are invited to look at the situations from your past in which you felt in this way and heal them, recover the broken fragments of self and mend them, mix them, integrate them in another way. And this, I feel that it will be a pleasurable process. It will not be as hard or as painful as you will think, because each fragment that you bring back to yourself will help you unveil much more happiness and joy, will bring joy into your life, will help you see life in a new way, and will make you feel more alive, like somehow there will be more color into your life. Let's see the other cards. And we have connection and disguise. Oh, look at these two characters here. They have like the same cloak, the same cloak of time, trying to disguise your new self, your new you, trying to hide those broken dreams, situations, relationships. But this is no longer useful for you. You are kindly asked to look at all of the situations which you call errors in your life. All of the situations which broke you into pieces. And you are supported in doing a really deep healing and reintegration process in order to understand who you are beneath all of the pain, beneath all of the hurts, beneath all of the hate that you may have, the anger, who you are beneath the broken pieces. What is left and what can you build after seeing all of this? Are you strong enough to see yourself whole, to see all of the pieces? Connection is here to tell you that it is time to connect all of the fragments that were lost, to get them back so you can feel whole again, to bring back your joy, the joy that was lost in these sad moments, to bring back the lust for life that was lost in all of these moments, to bring back the love that was lost behind the hate or the anger or the disputes, to bring back all of those beneficial energies into your life. Because in these situations, when you get hurt, what you lose is joy, what you lose is love. This is the actual cost of these situations. So those beneficial energies that actually keep us alive are lost in those fragments of self and in those judgments. This cloak, I feel like a judgment, that you keep yourself in judgment of all of the broken pieces and you blame yourself for them. But those broken pieces are there for you to take the joy and love back and put them into another shape. You don't need to disguise yourself or hide from yourself anymore. You are invited here to open up more and to adjust, to understand that love is not lost unless you decide so, that joy is not lost unless you decide so, that beauty is not lost unless you decide not to see it again, that love is here and it will always be here for you. This connection with who you are is waiting and is there for you to mend, reconfigure, recognize. Let's see the first step for you to take in this process of healing. And we have intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. When we fragment ourselves and we lose hope, we lose love, we lose joy, we start to become a lifeless being. And we do not have a purpose anymore. We do not have motivation. We do not have so much life in ourselves because we think we've lost it. We've lost it in those situations, and we blame those situations because we think they have stolen life and joy and beauty and love from us. And when we are in that state, we can be very easily manipulated and swayed by other people and energies who see our vulnerability, who see we are open to do anything for what we have lost because we think we've lost them. And we ask for someone else to give us motivation, for someone else to give us love, and we become addicted to someone else's intervention. And also, we may become a pawn which others play with. And in this, we lose our wings, we lose who we are. We lose the love and the life inside of us even more and even more until almost we're unrecognizable. So the first step for you is to understand that by intending to do this process, you will start changing this path. You will start connecting with more of you, with life again. What you are asked here to do is to put a really strong intention into this process and to know that you can bring back the love, the joy, and everything that you think you've lost. Because you are the source. You are the source of love, of joy, of tenderness, and you can shine again. You can give yourself all of those things that you think you've lost. You can bring them back and feel whole again. And all of this process starts with your intention. For example, I commit to myself to heal and integrate and understand and recognize love again, joy again. And I am opening up to wholeness, to know myself, to recognize who I am, to bring back the lost fragments and feel whole again. Let's see what you need on your way. Mindful wisdom creates inner harmony. So by doing this process, you are opening up to all of those vulnerable places inside of you, and you will be remembering your mistakes, you will be remembering your difficult situations, your hurts and sorrows, and this is why you will need mindful wisdom. Not to force this. Remember the vision from the beginning. I felt that you were forcing yourself to do healing. And this is not wisdom or harmony, because you harm yourself again with that force. And you do not need to swallow everything like bitterness and poison. You do not need to accept in this way. Accept that there is poison, but you do not have to swallow it. You do not have to integrate it in that way. You can destructure it and let it go. We may think that acceptance needs to be integration or to bring in something. But acceptance opens us up to a state where we just accept what is. Like we accept that poison is poison and it was not beneficial for us, and we let it go. We do not need to bring it in and make it harder for us to heal. So this is the wisdom that you need on your way in order to make this process easier and more pleasurable. You do not need to force to open up and see a lot of hurt all at once. Take it slower. Just build up and know that everything that you do will enlighten you, will bring more life to you, and this is the purpose, to bring more joy, to bring more happiness. What you will obtain by doing this? Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. So by doing and going through this process, you will uncover and recover wisdom of the Divine Feminine. So this is the mindful wisdom that you are asked to employ in this process. To be tender with yourself, to be loving with yourself, to be joyful, and to really open up to the beauty of life. To be kind, not to force yourself, to let things just come naturally. This is how the beauty of this woman inspires you. To be yourself, to love yourself, and understand that you deserve love. You deserve to be joyful. You deserve to be yourself. You deserve to be free of blaming, shaming. You deserve to be loved and to love yourself. And it is okay to give love to yourself and to be a source of love, even in the hardest moments. By doing this, you will learn that even if life brings difficult moments, you do not need to lose the joy, the life, the love. You do not need to pay this cost. The last message for you is the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. It's all coming together. You, all of your fragments and selves, all of the lost selves, you are coming together, and it is the great gathering. When you welcome all of those parts of you who you've lost or who you've rejected, you are welcoming all of them, and this is helping you grow and expand into more of who you are. And by doing this, you will also find appropriate people to help you and support you in this process. This is so beautiful to see. And you see here, this person was almost just the face. You can see only the face, fully covered. Here you can see the face a bit better. Here we see that you have started to undress, and uncover yourself. And here you've become beautiful again and loving to yourself. This is so beautiful to see for you. I'm so happy for you. I hope you find the strength that you need to open up to your vulnerable places to help integrate all of your fragments and bring back love, life, and joy. If you have enjoyed this reading, do not hesitate to comment and let me know about your experience. I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't done this already, to click the notifications bell, the like button, and if you would like to be connected in a different way, I invite you on my Telegram channel where I post everything, including the articles on my website. You will find the link in the description box. I hope I see you next time. Bye! Hi and welcome. If you chose pile 2 and the diamond, then this will be your reading. As I connected with your pile and your energy group, what I saw was someone playing with a coin. Playing with the coin, just sending the coin up, and then another hand the same, and just playing continuously with different coins. But the coins wouldn't fall down. They would stay suspended in the air, just sitting there. This person was very enthusiastic and joyful to just send these coins into the air. If she would catch the coin, she would just send it again into the air, and she would find another coin and do this all over again. She was really joyful in doing this. But the coins wouldn't fall down. They would just stay there. What I understand from this is that you are expressing a lot into the world. You are putting out a lot of energy, but out of that energy, not much is manifesting into your reality. Like all of those coins do not connect with the earth. They are just kept there into the sky, suspended, because somehow you do not have the focus to manifest. Like you do not understand what to manifest, or in what to put your energy, in what to focus everything, so they will actually find a way to root themselves and come into reality. And I feel like a lot of rush here. Rush to bring something or to do. Like your focus is on action, but not necessarily action that is efficient or that brings what you need into reality. But you are working on it with hope, with enthusiasm, and that is beneficial, of course. But somehow your ideas and how you invest your energy is not manifested into reality. Like you put energy out, but it doesn't come back to you. It doesn't come back to you in the way that you would like it to come. You do not recognize the results. Like the results are all there into the air and not seen, so invisible. They are not put into reality. And the diamond is usually speaking to us about riches, about our wealth, and what we can manifest, and the strength to withstand trials and challenges, and perfection, bringing things into perfection. Oh, and now I see that some of you are actually waiting for the right moment, or for the right plan, or for the right design. You are waiting for perfection in order to implement your energy and to manifest your dreams. But this waiting is too long. This waiting is not beneficial in your case. Let's see the direction in your spiritual development, and is offered by the Six of Pentacles reversed. I'm working so much. I am so much working, and I am exhausted. But at the same time, I love it. I love working what I do. I am so creative. I do so many things. I see some of you doing the work that you actually love, being implicated in making this happen, being implicated in using your resources and putting all of your energy and soul in it. Some of you are contributing to a work that you love, but not necessarily that you love the work that you're doing, but you love the people there, or the actual project, what you are doing, but you are not like sold to the project, like super implicated in it. But what I feel is that there is so much work, it's so beautiful and enthusiastic. But right now, direction is missing. Like, direction is not available in a visible manner. And I'm asking myself why I'm seeing things like career, about career right now. Probably the career that you are doing has to do with your psychic and spiritual development. Either you have a career in this domain, in the spiritual domain, or this is helping you evolve spiritually. Yes, this is helping you evolve spiritually, all of you. And it brings harmony into your life, combining your spirituality with reality, because this is the direction here, to learn how to combine the spiritual life with reality. And this comes down to your body, because in order to manifest things, we need to run the energy of inspiration, the divine energy, through our body and bring it into reality. And our body is the one who is transforming, modulating, reflecting our divine energy into manifestation. So your direction here is to communicate a lot more with your body, to help it process better this information that you are bringing from the divine, in order for you to have a reflection in real life. Because this is why you are not manifesting your dreams or your project in the manner that it should be beneficial, that it would be productive for you, that it would improve your prosperity and health and wealth and so on. Because your body is not ready to reflect. It's not ready to reflect that into reality, into manifestation. It's not able to process the information so fast, because you are putting the coins in the air so fast, really, really, really fast. But your body, like the bridge between the divine and the reality, does not process all of this information, all of the coins in the air so fast as you put them in the air, you know? So you are really creative and inventive, but your body needs to adjust to all of these energies and have a more stable and clear focus, clear purpose, because you may have so many things to do and you may want so many things, but your body needs to have a clear focus and a practical way to bring all of these energies into manifestation. So here you are encouraged to learn more on how to increase the processing through your body. You may need a healing space. You may need more care for your body. You may need energetical adjustments, to go to a healer, to work with a massage therapist, or all other types of body work. Yes, body work. In order to connect the spiritual with the material and to be able to manifest things faster. Otherwise, this will be up in the air for a long time. Let's see the other cards, and we have protection and fertility. So we have fertility, those projects, those coins in the air that you wish to bring forth into reality, and we have protection. Oh, so this thing that you're doing is also a protective shield. Like you are trying to protect yourself from all of the things, from all of the consequences that these manifestations will bring. Just like a mother who thinks her child is better off in her womb than outside, because outside it's so dangerous, outside will have an influence on the child, and it may change things in the child. It may influence in a negative way. So somehow you are keeping these coins up, your wishes, your desires, your projects, to protect yourself and also to protect them from the influence of the outside world. But you need to bring them in. And in order to bring them in, you will need to give birth to them. And that is also painful. And that is also something you are protecting yourself from. Because I see here this person, she doesn't want to speak or express. She prefers to just stay mute there and look at the world and observe and hope. There is also a fear here, a fear that if you implement your projects, your desires, your wishes, your dreams, you will not like them anymore. You fear that the world will transform your dreams into something that you may not like, or you may actually reject, that your results will not be the ones that you expect. You are fearful of results. And this is why you are also protecting yourself in this way. But the thing is, you need to adjust your body like this woman and prepare yourself to give birth. And this is why all of the body work is needed. Let's see the first step for you. The first step for you in this process is wisdom at play, in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. The first step for you is to trust your intuition. Even if you do not see right now how things will turn out, even if you are afraid of the future, even if you do not know what will happen with your projects once you start to implement them, what will happen with your wishes, maybe you will have unexpected results and so on. But here you are invited to trust your intuition And also trust your capability to deal with mistakes or errors or unexpected things. Because right now, I feel that you are also fearing that you are not capable to deal with unexpected errors or mistakes or judgments or whatever may go wrong. And instead of accepting all of these as a beneficial challenge in order to grow and make your projects, your dreams better, you are just complaining about them. And this is keeping you stuck out there. All of these things that you think. But they are also a way, they are only a way of seeing things. And they are keeping you from preparing your body and your mind to bring this forth. What you need on your way is spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. This is a process of healing. So in order to bring forth your dreams and your wishes in a way that you will be okay with, that you will be satisfied with, you need to set your heart free. And this means to heal your heart of hurts, of sorrows, of all of those things that would make your life be dark, that would make you feel confused or not believe in yourself or judge yourself or feel pain and sorrow. Now I understand how you will evolve by bringing forth these projects, because it requires you to do a spiritual evolution and to set your heart free while you are bringing your beautiful projects here in reality to life. Let's see what you will obtain. Alchemical mutation. You will transform into something else. We see this man here who transforms itself into someone with wings. He catches wings. And it's so beautiful. So by doing this, alchemical mutation inside your body, so you need your body in order to bring this forth and in order to evolve spiritually and heal your vulnerable places. So you will evolve by alchemical mutation. You will transform yourself into someone who believes in your dreams, into someone who knows how to bring these dreams to life here by implementing them, by engaging your energy in bringing them forth and birthing them into this realm. The last message for you is transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Deep healing. So this is your journey. It is a journey of deep healing, of transformation and change at a cellular level. This is why your direction now is to work with your body. Now this may seem to some of you strange, because you would like to bring forth something spiritual, but here the direction is to work with your body, with your material, physical aspect. But this is what you need to alleviate. In order for that energy to pass through you into reality, you need to make your body lighter. So that energy will pass through really easily forth into reality in the best way possible. So your dreams and your manifestations will be efficient for you and will become this diamond this diamond here, you will become this diamond. Because the diamond also suffers a process of alchemical mutation. It changes. The inner structure of the diamond changes from what it was before to this beautiful and perfect stone. And it is a challenging process, like a birth process. It may be painful, but it's changing at a cellular level, and it transforms you into something else, and you evolve spiritually through this process. May you find the strength to cope with the challenging process of healing and deep cellular alchemical mutation, and to the joy to work with your body and alleviate and lighten up. If you enjoyed this reading, do not hesitate and comment. Let me know about your experience, and if you claim this pile, I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, to click the notifications bell, the like button, and you are also welcome on my Telegram channel, where I post everything I usually post, including articles from my website. I hope I see you next time in the next reading. Bye! Hi and welcome. If you chose pile 3 and the clear quartz, then this will be your reading. As I connected with this energetical group, what I saw was someone with a really big nail and a hammer. This person was hitting the nail with the hammer into the root of a tree. It was the trunk of a tree that was already cut, and this person was hitting this really big nail into it, creating slices, slicing this trunk. The slices were shriveling up and becoming just like a paper, but really thick. At one moment, this person cut his hand, and some drops of blood were dripping into this root. And he was continuing, because I see a man here, he was continuing to hit this and create the slices, somehow ignoring that he was cut and losing blood while doing this. At one moment, when he was almost finished, he felt really disappointed, like he was looking for something there but couldn't find it, and was really disappointed and was saying to himself, I knew it. I knew I wouldn't find anything here, but I kept in doing this anyways, and I've just lost my energy and time in doing this. What I understand here is that you were looking to understand your roots or your past or your lineage, something from your lineage, like knowing more your ancestors, knowing more maybe your other lives, knowing more who you were by really slicing up your past and going forward in it, going back in time as much as you could and finding everything that you could about these roots. But you were not satisfied about the information you found. It's like the information you found didn't actually help you, and some information actually hindered you, or somehow in this process you lost energy, you lost faith, and you lost belief in yourself or in who you are right now. Like somehow not finding your roots made you feel disconnected even more from right here and right now, from the present. And it's this disappointment doesn't permit you to look further. Like you are done here, and maybe you do not permit yourself to say that this route that you actually searched in wasn't actually your roots, and maybe you just looked into the wrong place, and not necessarily that information that you found defines you as you are now or as who you would like to be. The clear quartz here also inspires me to find things clearly, because I'm not sure if you see here, there is a face inside this crystal, and this may be like a memory crystal, and this is what you're looking for, your ancient memories. But what you found isn't really satisfying. Let's see the direction in your development, spiritual development, is the sun. I wish to be the one who radiates light. I wish to know more, to understand more, to expand and to integrate, and to know who I am at the soul level and at the collective level. I wish to find my tribe. I wish to find those people who are like me, or at least who can understand me. And I wish to give to people who I am. But for this, I need motivation. I need to feel rooted here. I need to feel welcomed here, just like the sun is. People are so joyful and open into receiving the sun. I wish that they would do the same for me. I wish that I would find myself loved here and welcomed, and that I would be able to open up my wings, to expand and to just flourish here. And I wish to grow in knowledge, about the world, and to unveil myself, let go of the veils, let go of the darkness, let go of who I thought I was. But I really need to find the source, like the source of who my parents were, my ancestry, and my lineage. Not necessarily to be bound by them, but to know more about my context, the context in which I came here to grow. Like you feel you are this seed, and you are looking for the proper soil to expand or grow into. But first you need to know which is the proper soil, those roots that you are looking for, so you may feel stable and at home here and welcomed, and understand more about your family and why they think in the way you see they are doing. You are also interested in finding out how people think, like their character. You are really interested in higher knowledge and to develop higher knowledge and understanding. This is why you are looking so deep in your roots. So the message here is that you can radiate what you know, even if you cannot find your roots right now. Because what I feel is that you do not find your roots because you do not have enough light to see them properly. This is why you mostly give off pain and sorrow, or you do not find the correct information, or even if you find the correct information, you do not have the proper context to understanding. to understand it, so you will benefit from it. This is why the direction for you is to be grateful about who you are now, and to be grateful of the intelligence and the information you have now, and to know that you need to radiate more, that you need to be joyful about what you have, and look for with openness in order to understand how to become less implicated in the search and more observing about what is being brought into your life. Because I feel that you have this information that you are looking for about your roots, about your ancestry, but right now you do not know how to piece it together, or you do not know how to recognize it properly, and it lays there around you because you do not have all of the pieces to connect them together. So you are invited to look more, to open up more towards more information and the processing of new information, and to look in other places to expand your search and your view, and to light up those places in which you haven't searched, and to not despair, to not fall into that state of, oh, I didn't find anything, or I've lost my head or my time, because that information, the one which you found, will be useful for you maybe in the future. Even if now you are confused about it or you do not know what to do with it, it will be useful in the future when you find out more pieces, when you will have more pieces of it. Cosmos and Underworld. So these are the other cards for you. Underworld and Cosmos. The down and the up. Like the wholeness of the cosmos and the underworld. So here you are invited to go into the underworld in order to expand. This is why. Because you have looked at the roots that were visible. Only those that were visible outside the earth, but not inside the earth. This is why you haven't understood your roots. You didn't go deep enough. So your direction here is down into the underworld, into the inner worlds. In order to find out more about yourself, you need to go more, because that person in the vision, it only sliced open that visible side of the trunk. And that visible side of the trunk turned into a really big book. But he wasn't satisfied with it because he couldn't see the other parts. So what you need is to read that book first, then let it go and go deeper into the roots. Go deeper into the roots you cannot see. And this may be difficult because they are not visible, so you need to dig. You need to go into the underworld in order to find more of yourself, the cosmos, more of your higher self, your higher knowledge. You are called to connect with your higher self and the knowledge it brings you. But in order to do this, you need to go into the underworld first. And this might not be fun, but it can also be really fun. It depends on you, on how you walk into the underworld and with which intention and with which attitude and so on. Because you will find many things about yourself here, but many things will not be about yourself at the same time. So you will need to carry light as much light as you can. You will need to learn how to radiate more, even if you are not rooted enough. But your light will help you go into the underworld and root yourself more into this realm. This is a big process. This is a large process that will take some time. I'm just receiving now 2-3 years. The first step for you is broken dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. So somehow you think things are broken, just like the person in the vision. He was disappointed, so disappointed that he couldn't understand what he actually found, and he ignored it. He ignored the information. He thought the information was somehow useless or wrong. But the thing is, the information was not useless or wrong. It was just not enough. He needed more in order to understand what he got. But his broken dreams kept him from it. He thought that this is it, I will find everything here, and he did what he needed to do to find out that information, but he didn't went deep enough. He was not necessarily superficial, because that trunk was big, that book was big, that there were so many things there, but the roots that were unseen, those roots will bring meaning to the book that you initially found. It is like a code. So you see, you first found the book, so the initial information, but now you need to find the code in order to unlock its wisdom, because the book you found was coded. So this is why you couldn't actually understand what it was about, and it felt strange, and it felt out of place, like it wasn't you. So your first step is to get out of this state where you feel that everything is broken and you reject the information or what you found about yourself. And you take another look. You break this illusionary mirror. You break it and understand that the information you're looking for is beyond that. Just like the information you are looking for to unlock the book is beyond the actual book, is in the roots that you cannot see. What you need on your way is energy signature. The past is the present. This is so beautiful here. This is you trying to reach the information about your lineage, about your maybe your star family, or your understanding of past lives. But you're just like this. You're almost there, but not quite. All you need is an energy signature capable of accessing that information. And that energy signature, you will be getting it by going into the underworld and by facing everything that is there, the trials there, the monsters there, all of those creatures there, and you become stronger in radiating your light and your energy signature. You become a lot stronger, and you change your frequency, and you become carrying, expressing more light. The past is in the present. So we see that what you're looking for, that information, your past, is here. So you do not need to make like a journey to get it. It is around you, like I have mentioned before. It's around you. But you need to understand how to unlock it. You need those keys. And those keys are hidden in the underworld. And that prediction that I made, 2 years, it's not for the whole process. It's for the beginning of the process. For you understanding how to go into the underworld and how to find keys. But your process and the time is at your leisure, is at your choice. This is just to put your mind at ease that the past is here, that everything is here. You just need to find those keys. What you will obtain by doing the heart transmission. By doing this process, going into the underworld, facing what is there, you will be opening your heart. And this opening of the heart will connect you with who you are, with your lineage, and with your memory, your long lost memory. And you will feel at home again, because you are also looking to feel at home, to feel yourself. So this heart transmission, then you will start to transmit this heart radiance, this heart frequency, and you will be someone else. You will have another energy signature because you will access more of yourself. The last message for you is protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retriever. So this is something that is suggested for you to do in the underworld, to go there and call back your power, to cut the cords with all of the monsters and whatever you will find there, and to find your soul. And to find your soul, because your soul is the one who keeps that memory, is the one with whom you can access those memories. And you need protection in the underworld. So you may need to understand how to protect your energy, how to go in the underworld, in the shadow aspects of yourself, in the inner worlds, and how to do all of this journey of healing everything that is there and getting your power back. May you find this inner light to go into the underworld and find out all of the information that you need about yourself and radiate from your heart center and call back your power into the present. If you enjoy this reading, then don't hesitate to leave a comment and tell me about your experience and if you claim this pile. I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, to click the notifications bell, to click the like button, and if you would like to communicate in another way, I also invite you to the Telegram channel, where I also post the articles that I write on my website. I hope I see you next time. Until then, bye! Hi and welcome. If you chose pile 4 and Apache Tears, then this will be your reading. As I connected with this space, what I saw was spears coming right at me and arrows, like I was being under siege. And actually I didn't felt like I was afraid. This is why it was strange. And I felt that the spears and the arrows were thrown directly into my eyes. And then I saw a person who was arranging spears and arrows in piles. And this person was angry with himself. They were not satisfied with what they were doing. They were saying, why do I have to do this? Why do I need to prepare these arrows and these spears and carry them? I do not want to. I do not want to be implicated in this. I do not like what they are doing with these arrows and spears. It is not my war. What am I doing here? Why do I have to do this? I'm feeling trapped into a kind of work that I'm not satisfied, and not satisfied in a really deep way, like it's breaking my soul to do this. Like I am somehow obligated by circumstances to engage into a fight or a war that is not my own. The Apache tears also help us let go of the past and of the mistakes we've done and of the sorrows, of the pains. And this might be helpful for you to work with the Apache tears, because this person was also victimizing themselves because he thought that he couldn't do anything about this. He couldn't do anything about it. He felt really angry but didn't know how to change. So these Apache tears help us make a change into letting go of the suffering, or what makes us prolong our suffering. What I feel is a lot of heavy energy. I'm yawning and I feel all of a sudden tired and wanting to sleep. But this energy right now is just alleviating. Let's see the direction for you in your spiritual development, and we have the 10 of Cups. I wish to be happy and live in harmony and peace with other people. I wish I would have a place of my own, a house of my own for some of you, a place in a community that loves me and sustains me, and a place that I would really easily call home. I would like to feel engaged into my community and admired, and I would like to make something like work that will be in service for the other people in my community. I am doing things that I feel are against myself and against people like me. And I do not feel that I know how to change this. I am dreaming of a better world. I am dreaming of something that would satisfy me, but I hold so much pain and sorrow and suffering. And I feel that this is just a dream that will never come true. I am so sad about this, because what I have in my mind, my image of the world, is so beautiful, is so amazingly beautiful, but I feel that I need to let it go, to let it behind me, because it's not coming true, and I am so disappointed about this. Everywhere I look around me, I see potential unrealized. Everywhere I look around me, I see hope that's being broken, people that suffer without an end, and I do not know how to be in harmony with this kind of world. Sometimes I'm looking for another, but right now my dreams have been shattered. I do not know how to go on, how to find another dream or another ideal, and I feel a bit lost inside all of this world. So what I feel here is that your direction is to accept things as they are, to accept the world as is, to heal your sorrows, your pains, but not to want to heal the whole world, not to push for the whole world to be like in your vision, because other people need other experiences than what you need. And maybe, just maybe, ask yourself if this is the experience that you actually need in order to increase your belief and to increase who you are and to expand and understand more than just happiness, because happiness is just one piece of the puzzle. If we can only withstand in times of happiness, then our relationships with the world and with ourselves are not that strong, because we see strength in difficult times. We see the increased love and tenderness that is given when things get rough, when the world is not peachy and rose, when everything is black, we see the beautiful stars. So we are invited to walk upon this world and accept it as it is. And this is a crude acceptance. You are encouraged to welcome this crude acceptance of self and others as they are. Others do not have the same vision of the world as you. They may desire happiness, but each one sees happiness in their own way. And as I have just said, happiness is just a piece of the puzzle. And sometimes we may limit ourselves very much in a blissful world in order to ignore the current present world, in order to get out of it. And imagining is not something bad. Imagining helps us build a better world. But the way we implement that, well, that is the issue that we face, the challenges that we face, in order to adjust to the other people, to the ideals of the other people, to how they see the world, because we are living here with them. If we would only be a few people with the same vision, then the world would be completely in our vision. But in the same time, we may get bored by it or want some challenge in a certain moment. So we are here in this world with a lot of challenges. So this world presents opportunities for so many challenges in order to strengthen love in the hardest places, to strengthen harmony in the worst situations, and to show and shine love and light in the darkest places. So seeing things as they are instead of how we would like them to be will help us actually a lot more to bring our ideals to life. Now, coming back to the person in the vision, that person who was arranging spears, he was doing something that he didn't like, because his ideal world was another one. His ideal world was harmony, and what he was doing was arranging spears for people to fight themselves, or for people to discuss in attacking themselves or with aggression. So he was doing something that was not in his ideal world, but that was needed in this world. And this is what he was not accepting about what he was doing. He was not accepting that this world requires spears and arrows and conflicts. And he was not in agreement with that. He was in a rejection in ignorance. He wanted to get away from it. Now, of course, he could have been doing something else, but life brought him to that particular action in order for him to see that this is life, this is part of life, this is part of the world that he is in. And as long as he doesn't accept this, life for him will be hard and difficult and misaligned, because he could as well do something else if he would accept the world as it is. This is the clue here and the direction for you here. Let's see the other cards. And we have attachment. We have attachment and memory. So attachment to long lost memories, attachment to ideals, attachment to a desire for the future, to an idealistic view, to a distant memory or a past memory of self, a desire to be like before, or to have no change, or to be in a calmful, peaceful state. And for you, this direction of accepting what life is, how life is, will help you detach from old memories, from old dreams, old desires that do not work, and will detach you from illusions and from idealistic views who are not useful, because not all ideals are useful in the way we imagine them, in the way we imagine them, in the way we attach to them. So by detaching from these ideals, from your view, from your desire of the world to be, you will bring new life into yourself. You will bring actually new life into this ideal, because you will make it more approachable. It will not be something up there. It will be something here inside of you, and you will think of it like, well, maybe this is possible, but not now. I am going to work with this in my mind, and I'm going to make things like in the likeness and in the frequency of that ideal. And what is, and what will be, will be. And when other people will create with me an ideal that is of the same frequency, then we will see more of it. But until then, I will not be attached to my visions and to my dreams and to my past or future memories. And this feels difficult. This is why this crystal may actually help you work with this attachment to desires and memories of the past and the future. Because somehow you are also attached to how life was in a certain period, and to how life will be again. But right now, if we remain in this attachment, we do not live here and now. And this is why for you the present moment is so important, because it keeps you alive instead of getting lost in something that is not here and now. Yes, we can have our intention into this ideal, but we need to have our attention into the present. Because when we make the connection between intention and attention, and we make whatever we do, so we see this person with the spears, if he would do this, carry the spears with his ideal in mind, thinking, well, what I am doing now, whatever I am doing now, is for this dream and this ideal to become more present. then he will have another type of attitude. He will understand that this is needed for that to come into life, and he will not be attached with how it looks. Let's see the first step for you: misalignment. Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. Just as I explained with the guy with the spears, by how I explained to put his intention into everything that he does, into the work, to keep that intention high, but his attention here and now. This is how you get aligned. You have an intention which is your dream, and your intention is stable, up high in that dream. Then you put it into action by your attention on what you are doing. Whatever you are doing is not as important as the energy with which you are doing it. If you are connected, like your mind understands that this is needed for that to come forth, then your mind is at ease and it's doing the work, and it's not causing so much trouble, and you're not being, led astray. Again, the man in the vision, he will, by doing this, by leading with intention his actions, he will change the work he's doing. He will be attracted to do something else because he has learned that lesson. And right now, he understands that he can change. That change is possible for him, and he will be offered other opportunities in his life. And this is what will happen with you. You will be offered other opportunities in life if you open up to accept what is. What you need on your way: secret temptation, being led astray. On your way, you need to also permit yourself for a while to be led astray. So this doesn't mean that you should do this on purpose, with intention. But if you find yourself being led astray, at one moment you will realize it and step out of it. Because the man in the vision, he felt like he was doing something wrong, like he was being led astray. But at the same time, if he would remember his vision, his intention, his love, the life he desires, and if he would believe, then his work will change. He will be called in another domain, or some other opportunity will be provided for him. Because the lesson to learn here is to believe in your own dream and work for it, no matter what work you do. Then what you will obtain? Orbs of light. You will connect more with what is possible, with your potential, and you will bring more opportunities into your life and connect to your spiritual life in a deeper way. Connect with spiritual dimensions. Know that you are being guided, and trusting your guidance, trusting your soul and your spirit, connecting with your guides, understanding that the spirit world is real, even if it is invisible. You will have more trust in your potential and more knowledge in how to bring your potential here into life. The last message for you is boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? In your process of accepting how life is, you will set up better boundaries. If the person in the vision would accept life as it is, he will then just also accept that he needs to have better boundaries and not to let himself be used by others in the way he was right now. And not accept things just because he is sustained in a certain way or supported. But to also accept things temporarily until he finds something else. And do not just suffer greatly and punish himself for his choices, because sometimes we may just punish ourselves in saying, like for example that man in the vision, well, I'm not gonna do this anymore, but he doesn't have another option right now, he doesn't have another opportunity, and he will just go and he may suffer a long time until he finds something else. And maybe he has a family who depends on him, and his whole family will suffer. So what he needed to do is actually accept what he has done, where he is, where he was right there and then. And afterwards, put the intention, I'm going to look for another opportunity and I'm going to find something that is more suitable and more in alignment with myself. But until then, I'm going to put my intention into this and I'm going to do this work with that intention. And this changes everything. This frees the person from that victimization mode. This frees the person from doing something wrong, from being a bad person, and so on, from shattered dreams and a shattered life. It brings more awareness into that person. So this is what you are invited to do, to accept life as it is, to detach from ideals, from past memories, from past desires or future desires, to align your intention with your work, to accept the necessary boundaries, but without making yourself and your loved ones suffer. These are all of the messages for you. If you enjoyed this reading, then do not hesitate to comment and let me know about your experience and if you claim this file or another. I also invite you to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you will be notified of everything I post, and the like button as well. If you would like to be notified in another way, then I invite you on my Telegram channel, where I post also the articles that you will find on my website. You will find this link in the description box. Until the next reading, where I hope I will see you again. Bye! Hi and welcome. If you chose pile 1 and the Aegirine crystal, then this will be your reading. As I connected with the collective energy of this pile, what I saw was someone walking in a desert. And this person was walking with a woolen mammoth, a really big animal. And this animal was walking really slow. And this person could walk faster, but they were leading the mammoth and taking care of it. And there is love here. This person loved the mammoth and didn't want to leave it alone. Somehow in the distance there is a portal. And I can see many portals in the distance. And this person was walking towards a portal. They could walk faster, but they were sitting by the mammoth. And the portals were not always open, so sometimes they opened, then they went off, and then they opened again. It was cyclical. And it really is difficult to see ahead. It's like walking through a really thick fog. You can see the portals. Of course, they are luminous, but you can't see much of anything else. There are many people walking towards portals. Not all of them have companionship. What can I understand from this is that you were walking with other people and you have a connection with other people, and this task to lead them to a big breakthrough in their lives, or to guide them, or to just be next to them. Although you could walk faster, you could go faster through the portal, but you choose to stay next to these people because you feel so connected to them, because you would like to help and guide and support them, and you would like to do this together. So you are sticking by loyally with this friend group, or with this group of people who are walking with you but slower. So they are slower than you in walking towards this portal, but you are sitting by and helping them and guiding them, and you feel that this is part of your mission in life, and that this is who you are. This is part of you, being this supportive person who is always there for this group of people. So you could be a counselor, you could work with people in this way of guiding them. Or you are a light which other people follow, even if you are conscious or not conscious about this. And you feel for them, you guide them, you feel that if you would let them go, they would not walk towards the portal anymore, because they will feel unsupported, or without courage to do this by themselves. So you are this caring person helping others and guiding others, knowing that you will get to the portal, even if you will get later than other people. You know that that is there for you, that it will be available when you get there. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking words right now. I am too absorbed in the vision and feeling how this person is so loving towards this mammoth, and he feels like it's family. This is how it feels, that you are guiding your family through this portal towards another level of being, towards another level of experience, and you're walking together. The crystal that you chose, Ijuin, it is about integrity and loyalty, and saying no and saying yes in appropriate moments. So you might want to actually work with it in order to have this strength of being loyal to your own soul and spirit, and to your soul family, the people that you are guiding. The direction for you in your spiritual development is given by Ten of Swords, reversed. I am so connected to the spirit realm, and I am channeling a lot of things for other people to see and follow. I am there for them, even if I am in pain sometimes, even if I know that I could do better on my own, even if somehow everyone else that looks at me may feel that I am beat or exhausted, or that I am just using too much energy to help other people. I know that this is meant for me to do. I know that even if it's painful, even if I may get discouraged, even if I may get interfered with by other energies, I will do it. I will be there. I will move this collective forward. I will be their staple. I will be that person who will take all of it and do more. I will be that person who will endure through the hardest moments on the other side and get to the other side and get to that amazing portal. I am that, even if I sacrifice myself a lot. So your direction is to actually acknowledge what you are doing, to understand that this is part of you, this is part of how your soul feels and thinks. This is how and this is why you are in this situation. So you shouldn't blame yourself, you shouldn't feel a victim here. You have agreed somehow inside of you to lead this part of the collective, this group with you, to be a support system for them, and to sacrifice yourself if it's needed, to be that person who encourages everyone else, because I see you in the vision encouraging the mammoth with tenderness, caring for it, telling it, hey, you can do it. You can do it. It's just another step. Just take another step. Please do it. Do it. Come on. I am here with you. I'm supporting you. You're doing this work of being a guide, a supportive guide, like a motivation for other people. You are giving motivation to other people to go forward, to advance in their spiritual development. And this is a service that you're doing, a service that you're doing to this group that you're leading. But somehow, sometimes you are not conscious about this, and you may actually harm yourself with your words, like telling yourself that this is not enough, that you're doing this tedious work, that you can go faster, that you can do this and the other, and you're stuck here, and so on. This voice is so loud sometimes that you can hear your heart, and this is done through your heart. This work is done through your heart, and sometimes you are forgetting what you're doing, and this gets you into a state of feeling a victim, and the motivation wanes. So in those moments, you are no longer a support system. You are, because this is you, but you are no longer at the vibration and in the energy necessary for all of you to go forward. Some of them will stay with you and help you instead, and this will take longer. Like the road to the portal will take longer if you just give up or wane in your energy, or falter somehow in your energy. And you can do this I mean, you have the necessary energy and motivation, just that you're not acknowledging sometimes why you're doing this and why you are here, and you're not rooted in your heart and your spirit and your soul as much as you need to know this and never give up, and to be that motivator first for yourself, because you need to guide first yourself and listen to your soul and spirit guiding you and motivating you, and do this for the other people as well. Let's see your other cards. We have phenomenon and release. Phenomenon is about things that are unexpected in your path. And those things that are unexpected may bring you down, may interfere with your motivation. You may think that you are beat, or this is done, you can't do it anymore. And you will start to judge yourself and also judge the mammoths, other people. You may think you are trapped by them. You may think they are pulling you back. They are keeping you from moving. Sometimes I feel that a part of you are blaming the people that you are actually guiding, because you get lost in these unexpected moments and events, and you think you're trapped by them, while you are actually their leader, one of them. You are one of the people who are guiding this group. And sometimes when you fall into these states, they are really deep, and you may just stay stuck in the road with the whole group helping you again. And you are invited to release this state of victimhood, to release this state of shame and blaming the other group, of blaming the group that you are guiding, of changing the responsibilities, of asking them to help you and guide you when you are actually their motivation. And when they are motivating you, they are using that motivation that you've given them. And after a while they have none, and they can't do anything but sit there with you while you recharge from your soul and spirit and get back to yourself and connect with the divine, and you start to recharge with motivation again. So here you are asked to release this behavior and this victimization, the loss of faith, the loss of memory, the loss of you and the connection with your soul and spirit here. And to do this, you are stimulated to use the connection with your heart. In those difficult moments, remember who you are. Remember why you are there. Remember what you are doing. And you will feel hope and motivation again. Now we will look at the first step for you in this process. And we have radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. So in those moments in which you feel a victim, beat up, abandoned, remember to accept everything as is. To accept yourself in those moments, because only you can get yourself up in those moments. Only you have that power, because you are increasing your power by doing and passing through this test. you may feel that you are not helped by others, but you are not helped in those moments because those moments are for you to increase your power, to increase your strength, to increase your connection with your soul and spirit, and to decide for yourself to follow your heart, to listen to the voice of your soul. That is a choice. You are being given a choice in those moments, a choice to accept the lowest states in order to connect with the higher ones. So the first step for you is to accept who you are in a profound way, to accept the lower states, to do radical self-acceptance about you and the world and every situation and event you will be facing. What you need on your way is create conscious awareness. Yes. As I mentioned, this direction for you asks for more conscious awareness, for you to acknowledge who you are, what you are doing, your mission here, your motivation, your trials, your tests, to understand that this is a test for you to go through that portal, as well as for the other people, as well as for the mammoth and all of the other people, the group which you are guiding. And not to betray yourself, because when you stay there in the road, unmotivated, forgetting about yourself and your mission and what you are actually doing, you're losing your conscious awareness and you're starting the blame game. You're starting to forget and ignore the hidden realms, ignore who you are inside, and just see the exterior. And in those moments, you are not loyal to yourself, to your spirit, to your guides, to your soul. You actually start betraying yourself in those moments, and you may blame others for it. So along this road, you need more conscious awareness about what's happening inside. So in those difficult moments, take a step back. Maybe I'm feeling right here the suggestion to breathe and to actually make a routine, to have some routine with breathing exercises, very short, like for example 5 minutes, that you would rapidly employ in those difficult moments, and to make this a habit. So in those difficult moments it will immediately be employed, and it will take you out of that dark zone and the forgetting and into conscious awareness. What you will obtain by doing this, and we have spiritual service. You will remember that you are in spiritual service here. You will remember your mission and you will embrace it fully. And when you embrace it fully, you will no longer feel betrayed, trapped, alone. You will no longer feel a victim. You will know what to do, and you will engage with it so profoundly that it will fill you up and give you enormous energy and motivation to go on. And all of those little sacrifices or big sacrifices that you will do on your way will no longer make you give up or stand down or be stuck. You will take it beautifully. You will deal with those moments in such a beautiful way, with integrity and loyalty to yourself and to this group of people. the last message for you is trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Now this niggle is this heart space, not only the gut, but also the senses, all of your senses. Because when you are in that state of forgetfulness, you are away from the present moment. And to get back to the present moment, if you listen to your senses, to your gut, to your impulses, to what's happening in your body, to your heart, you connect with the present moment. Like those breathing exercises I suggested earlier, listening to your senses will bring you to the present moment and help you understand what's going on and increase your awareness in that moment. You are stimulated and encouraged to increase your awareness, to bring back your awareness to the present moment, to always be there for yourself, loyal, with integrity, and to remember who you are and your mission. Why are you here and why are you doing the things you are doing? If you enjoy this reading, do not hesitate to comment and tell me your experience. I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, to click the notifications bell and the like button. If you would like to also be notified in another way, you are welcome to join the Telegram channel, where you will also receive notifications about the articles I post on my website. I hope I see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi and welcome. If you chose pile 6 and the pink sapphire, then this will be your reading. As I connected with this group, I felt called to my right ear to be really attentive and to open up my ears and listen. Listen to what's going on around me. I was called especially to my right ear. And I felt really concentrated, and the concentration grew and grew until somehow it changed the vibration around my body. And it felt like I was in another type of space. I feel this is an exaggeration that can make you lose time sometimes, like lose memory of what you've done or where you are. Lose touch with reality in the present moment, because somehow you are forcing this process, concentrating too much on seeing the exterior, on what's going on in the world or in your immediate vicinity. And this concentration makes your mind catch fire. I feel like the mind is just turning and turning and turning, and at one moment it blows up because of so much concentration of energy onto something exterior. Let's see your direction in your spiritual development is given by 7 of Wands reversed. I am so powerful, but I do not know how to use my power. I wish I could be able to focus all of my power, but as I focus, I find burning myself. I am so engaged with my energy, but I feel that I don't know how to channel it properly or how to direct it properly through my own body. And it's overwhelming at times. And I feel like sometimes I'm burning myself from within. And I'm also looking too much in the exterior. This is what I feel also from the vision. Looking too much on the exterior, trying to apply your power on what's happening in your vicinity, in the world, trying to concentrate so much on this that you are burning yourself out. Your mind is too pressured. It begins to catch fire, or it begins not to work anymore, just like an engine who is pushed to its limits. This is what you're doing. You are pushing your mind to its limits through exaggerated concentration sometimes, and what you hear and what's going on in your exterior. And I'm feeling fear right now. Fear from something who feels more powerful than myself. Fear from things I do not know about this more powerful power. About my own power as well. And it stops here in the heart, because I am not engaging the heart in this process, and I am pressuring so much on my mental field to do what the heart should be doing. It's a lot of pressure on your mental field here. And the pink sapphire also tells us to heal and come back to our hearts and employ our hearts and be more kind and more loving to ourselves and to who we are in the moment. And not stretch ourselves so much. There is so much pressure on your mental field here. And this is why I feel that sometimes you lose memory and time and consciousness. And in those times, it feels like it's not you, like you're behaving in a way that it's not you, or you are withdrawing yourself from the world. Because this exaggeration, at a moment after it burns out, you don't have energy anymore, and you need to calm yourself down and energize again, replenish yourself again. But in those moments of calm, you are invited to see what you are doing. That you're trying to apply your power maybe in ways in which is not appropriate for you. You're stretching yourself, you're concentrating too much on the exterior side instead of making a balance in the exterior and in the interior, because you are forgetting about yourself when you do this, when you're too concentrated on what's going on outside and on how to do and what to do to apply your power on the exterior. Let's see the other cards. And we have Epiphany. And we have Responsibility. Because you are looking for an epiphany, like what to do and how to channel your power through your body, and you are looking for a bright idea, like what to do and how to apply your power on the exterior, maybe to make the exterior more comfortable for you. Yes, to make it more comfortable experience because it pushes and it pressures you. And you feel responsibility, like becoming responsible. But sometimes you are exaggerating and you are pushing yourself over the limits of your mind. And because you are doing this, you are not receiving the epiphany, because the epiphany, or that amazing idea, that amazing information that you are looking for on what to do, may not be what you are actually expecting to be. Like, I believe that some of you have already received that information on how to apply your power, but you are not recognizing it because you do not understand its shape. You think it should be something else, but it's not. And it's simpler than you think. You are pushing yourself too much, and you are taking too much responsibility about what's happening outside of you. And you may feel that the outside doesn't match the inside, but it doesn't need to all of the time. The thing is, everything changes, and there are cycles, and you are invited to open up to a new epiphany about responsibility, and to understand that you are not responsible about everything that's happening around you, about the actions of other people, about how they think about you. You're not responsible about how the world treats you or sees you or perceives you. You do not have to work so hard in order to be, or in order to teach the world who you are in such a forceful way, because you are doing this out of fear. You may fear that if the people do not realize, or the world do not realize who you are, it will stifle your power or your light. And you feel also responsible for how you present yourself in the face of other people, about your image, about to uphold a sort of image, a courageous image, a responsible image. But this is somehow too much. Your mind cannot take this. And the direction for you is to balance. You need to balance your mind with your heart, understand responsibility in another way, like you are responsible for yourself first, and for your health first, and for your well-being first. If you stretch yourself so much that you burn yourself out, then you will not be able to understand what to do for others, as long as you do not engage with sustaining yourself first. And some of you may feel selfish in taking care of yourself and in having responsibility about what you're doing. Then you will think that you need to take care of others. Because of that vision at first, when I was concentrated on the exterior so much that I was making it my whole life. The exterior is not your whole life. It's not. It needs to be just a part of it. And you're not responsible about everything that happens in the world. You're not. Let's see the first step for you. It's transition. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So you may feel to control a little bit the world around you because you fear what the world may do to you. But you have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges or challenges arise on your path. If you acknowledge this, that you have all of your inner resources, then you will not feel this need to concentrate so much on finding the best solution and how to apply your power on the exterior. You will know that you have the resources to go through this in a beneficial way for you and to withstand whatever challenges you will face. And this is a transition to something else. You do not know right now towards what, but this responsibility is here for you to be responsible about your own process, about your own transition, and then maybe to help others and be there, reliable and dependable, be there for others. Your direction here is to come back to yourself and to center yourself here in your heart and not be so absorbed and obsessed about what is happening in the world, feeling like you need to do something about everything, feeling that the world needs to be fixed by you, or that you need to really find a solution for every little challenge you see. Not all of the challenges are yours to fix or to pass through, to resolve. So take on only those challenges who are for you, and this will be much, much easier. First step is to accept this transition and that you have all of the resources for it. It's there in your heart. All you need to do is concentrate on that point of balance instead of the exterior. Let's see what you need on your way. And you need third eye vision. Reclaim your mind. Reclaim your mind. In order for you to have a peaceful transition, reclaim your mind. You need to let go of that absorption, of that concentration on the exterior, to let go of that obsession to fix the world or apply your power in ways in which is not useful for you. You are actually wasting your power away instead of using your power for your own benefit. Third eye vision. On your way, a vision would be really most beneficial, because right now you do not have the eye on the prize. Like, you do not know the destination. You do not have a proper vision over what's happening around you and with you. You feel lost in the vision of other people, in the exterior visions and projections and assumptions. This is why you need to reclaim your mind in order for it to be clear of any projection and any outside vision. So you can really receive this epiphany that you're looking for, or recognize this information that you may already have. What you will obtain, you will be initiated by air. Now this means that your mind will be initiated to another level of being and functioning. You will be passed through these mind trials to solve and understand how to pass through difficult moments by using your mind in another way than the way that you have been doing it so far. And it stems by this. your mind arising from your heart, your mind starting to understand life through the heart instead of just doing it through what's outside of it. And this is what you will obtain. You will ascend in your mind to another level of functioning. You will have a clearer mind. You will not be so exhausted in your mental field, and you will be able to process a lot more information and guidance and epiphanies, aha moments. You will have many aha moments which will help you solve many challenges in your life. And that fear will disappear. It will be there still, of course, but it will not take your mind over. It will not conquer your mind or your being. It will be there just as a notification. The last message for you is get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. This is another way for you to ground and stabilize your mind. In order to go up and to search and to obsess every time to get that epiphany, that information, you are asked kindly to get grounded, to get real, to come to the present moment and stay there with awareness. And yes, do nothing for a while. I'm sensing that some of you are a bit obsessed with action, like needing to take action all of the time, or needing to apply power in order to feel empowered. For the power to go up through you and to express, you need to expand your roots. Your root system needs to grow, and for you to be more grounded and more stable, so you will know then how to use your energy, how to pass the energy through your body, how to be more aware about how you use your energy and your power and your action. And you will cultivate this peaceful place in your heart from which your mind to operate from. You are encouraged to let go of the way that you are using your mind now, of the way that you are considering responsibility, and to accept this transition, to clear your mind, to understand how to use it in another way, to let yourself be initiated into another level of functioning, of using your mind through your heart, and to get grounded and more stable. If you enjoyed this reading, then do not hesitate to comment and let me know about your experience, and if you claim this pile or another. I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, to click the notifications bell, to click the like button, to also join the Telegram channel so you can be notified about the articles I post on my website. You will find the link in the description box. I hope I see you in the next reading. Until then, bye!